Now let's look at identifying prepositional phrases. One of the basic building blocks of sentences is the phrase, defined as a group of words that does not contain a subject and a verb. The most common type of phrase is the prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrases add details to sentences that might otherwise be dull. Being able to locate prepositional phrases in your sentences will help you identify subjects and verbs because subjects and verbs are not found in prepositional phrases. A prepositional phrase begins with a word known as a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun called the object of the preposition. In order to recognize prepositional phrases, you first need to know the prepositions. The following is a list of common prepositions: about, above, among, around, at, before, behind, beneath, beside, between, by, down, across, after, during, for, from, in, inside, like, of, off, on, over, against, along, since, through, to, toward, under, until, up, with, and without. Sometimes prepositions can be made up of more than one word. For example, according to, because of, except for, in addition to, along with, and out of. Here are some examples of prepositional phrases: across the field, through the woods, under the sink, according to the source, except for him, along with the others. Another type of phrase is the infinitive phrase. This phrase consists of the word to followed by a verb. Infinitive phrases also can include a noun or pronoun object. The following are infinitive phrases: to see him, to look, to compose a letter, to jump, to simplify a problem, to direct. Infinitive phrases are sometimes confused with prepositional phrases. However, prepositional phrases consist of the preposition to followed by a noun or pronoun, which is the object of the preposition, while the word to in an infinitive phrase is followed by a verb. Both prepositional and infinitive phrases can have compound objects connected by and or. In the chart, from is the preposition, school and work, compound object, to edit, infinitive, and compound object, punctuation, and spelling. Being able to identify phrases will help you locate hard-to-spot subjects and verbs. Now let's read the statement out loud and listen for the beginning and ending of the phrase. One proposal to reduce the number of guns in the United States is an increase in gun dealers' licensing fees. Now we're going back through the same practice sentences. We've already underlined the verbs twice. Now we're going to underline the prepositional and infinitive phrases once. Another proposal to reduce the number of firearms in America is gun swap programs. To reduce the number is an infinitive phrase of firearms in America are both prepositional phrases. Gun swap programs offer various incentives in exchange for guns. in exchange for guns are both prepositional phrases. For example, in a gun swap program in New York City, citizens were offered a gift certificate for toys in exchange for turning in a firearm at a police station. For example, in a gun swap program in New York City, for toys in exchange for turning in a firearm and at a police station are all prepositional phrases. During a 14-day period in December 1993, approximately 1,200 firearms were brought to police stations in the city. During a 14-day period in December 1993, 2 police stations and in the city are all prepositional phrases. In Los Angeles, guns could be swapped for tickets to concerts and sporting events. In Los Angeles, 4 tickets and 2 concerts and sporting events are all the prepositional phrases. Approximately 400 firearms were exchanged in Los Angeles' gun swap program. In Los Angeles' gun swap program is the prepositional phrase. Other cities are thinking about a gun swap program. About a gun swap program is the prepositional phrase. Various civil rights organizations and church groups have supported these programs and encouraged local sponsors. Where's the prepositional phrase? There is none. Can gun swap programs really make a difference in firearms reduction? In firearms reduction is the prepositional phrase. What incentives will be needed for these programs? For these programs is the prepositional phrase. Communities must either try innovative ways of firearm reduction or accept the number of firearms in America's streets and homes. Of firearm reduction, of firearms, and in America's streets and homes are all prepositional phrases. Remember, if you have trouble identifying the prepositional phrase, read each sentence out loud. Now we're going to look at identifying subjects.